What is going on, LEGO Maniacs? It's Tyler Lego Guy here, and welcome to the very first episode of Old School Wednesdays. Honestly, we're starting off with a bang, and the set we're starting it off with is the Temple of Aunubis. It's Pharaohs Forbidden Ruins. That's set 5988. Had 10 minifigs, 668 pieces, came out in 1998, so it's over 20 years old, which is kind of crazy. And it retailed for 80 US or about 125 US nowadays if you deal with inflation. But honestly, really like this set. I always wanted it when I was a kid, and I finally was able to get it nowadays. So yeah, pretty excited to get into it. Yeah, honestly, can't wait to do that. It's a fantastic set. But yeah, enough talk. Let's get right into it. So we're just gonna start off with the hot air balloon. And honestly, this is a great looking model. Really do like it. Just a couple little things that I kind of took interest in. And it's hard to believe this came out of the late 90s. Just like, I like really the flame and the whole, airborne mechanism that they got over here, the engine and whatnot. They just did a great job. And then this piece is super unique. I haven't seen it in many, if not all sets. I'm just gonna open it up just to kind of show you guys how it kind of works. So there's just a Technic piece in there. They got some elastic bands in there as well. And all of that is just in there to kind of like give the impression of a hot air balloon with the net and whatnot. But just great looking model, really do like it. It's simple and actually very unique, but honestly, great job on the air balloon. Now we'll move on to the little car that's included. So it is pretty simple, but I did really like the design of it. As you can see, you can fit two of those little crates in there, which is pretty cool. And one fantastic thing about these sets, if you're like me, I get really frustrated that cars now, with the Lego cars, they only fit one minifig. This fits two minifigs. Absolutely fantastic. And it's 5 pieces wide. So I mean, you can really tell how Lego kind of figured it out. I'm just gonna show you guys kind of how they kind of did this. So as you can see, it kind of shoots itself out. There's one piece in the middle so the arms can fit. That's the big problem with minifigs, is their arms. They're about half a stud thick basically. And anyways, it worked really well. So hopefully Lego implements that a little bit more in the future, but just a great looking little car. This reminds me of Indiana Jones a lot. But yeah, that about does it for the car and the hot air balloon. Now let's get into the meat of the set, which is the temple itself. All right, so here's the front of the ruins. As you can see, the thing's huge. I can't fit it all in the camera. So I'm just gonna lift this so you guys get a little bit of an idea. Great set. These are the only sets I know that have like these Egyptian looking type pieces here, like tombs. So it's great job. And don't worry, we are gonna obviously get into the minifigs. There's actually really funny stories. So anyways, we'll get into that. But yeah, there's the front of the temple. So as you can see, great detailing. What I really liked about this was, if you notice, these are all made to look like minifigs. You can tell with their faces. They're kind of, anyways, they just did a great job. They made everything Lego-y, which is awesome. I also really like these backpacks. Just take a minute to take a look at that, or a couple seconds, I guess. But just great looking set. The other thing that's cool about this is it kind of resembles a face. So you can see the teeth and the eyes. Great job. I love all the Egyptian hieroglyphics. I always have a hard time pronouncing that word. But anyways, it's basically the Egyptian alphabet, which is really cool. Kind of looks like emojis, to be honest. But anyways, pretty cool. So back here, as you guys can see, a lot's going on. So right here, they have a chest. They got some gold in there. And I got a couple trap doors. We'll get into that. A ladder, this axe, and then here's the tomb where the mighty Pharaoh's kept. So he's just in there like that. Great looking minifig. We're gonna get into him a little bit later. at the end of this review. But yeah, just guys show you guys there's skeletons on either side as they walk in, and then these little things. So this feature works really well. You pull that and that comes down, but then if you push this, this comes down. So great job. And then also there's a little trap door obviously here as well. So actually I'll demonstrate that. It's generally the bad guys that gets kind of screwed in this. So let's just put one of these guys over here. Let's say he's standing there. Bang. So great job. Or the axe as well. This guy's name's Sly Boots. We'll get into that. He's getting screwed. But anyways, yeah, really, really cool. Can't say enough good things about this. Just a great job. And now, as you guys can see right back there, we're going to get into the back of the set. So here we have the back of the temple. So great job. They have a little bit of a Temple of Doom, like the Last Crusade, where they have to pick the right cup. Either you get everlasting life or it cures your illness. Anyways, that's what it reminded me of right here with the scrolls and whatnot. I'll just show you guys. And I just got the S9 and it gives way better video for little details. So you can see there's little scrolls on either side, which is pretty cool. As you can see, the snake fell. Anyways, and then they got a little table here for the skeletons. So what you're actually supposed to do here, if I can get this off, is you're supposed to put the right scroll, I believe, as I break everything. These pieces are really slammed in there. Okay, anyways, you stick the little scroll there. I believe that's how it's done. And yeah, it kind of holds it up. You got to lift it a little bit, but there you go. You guys can kind of see. And then they got these cool little statues on either side. There's also a little piece right here which shows the door. The mummy zaps him and he turns into a dead skeleton guy. But what's cool about this is it flips actually. It's a little trap door. And there's a skeleton on the other side. So great job. Just really, really do like these sets. They're just so creative, and it was kind of LEGO taking their own take on things instead of making it off of like a movie or whatnot. So it was a little bit more creative in my books, although I do like the theme sets. I just really like this type of set. And I'll just give you a 360 view. There's nothing too crazy here, but you can see there's the ruby there. Anyways, they did a great job on this. And then I also didn't mention, I really like these crocodiles. They're gray because they're supposed to have died a long time ago. But yeah, pretty cool. But now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into the minifigs and give you guys a little bit of a story on each of them. So here we have the minifigs. So as you can see, yeah, we got the good guys right here. So we're gonna start off with Johnny Thunder. If you guys can notice the S9, this is what I'm filming with, just way better footage. I was using the S7 before and there's so much glare. So hopefully you guys notice a difference. But yeah, there's Johnny Thunder. So it's interesting, he's actually Australian. And yeah, he's the good guy adventurer. As you can see, he's armed to the teeth. And then on the left of him, we have Pippin Reed. So pretty good looking explorer. What I really like about her is she has this little camera here. And I'll just show you guys real quick. Has this really cool printed piece. If I can get it out. And you can see there, it's a little picture of Johnny Thunder. And there's the doctor in the background, so they're focused. So just a really cool little piece. Then we'll move to the left. Here we have Harry Kane. So he sometimes comes on adventures. There's a pun kind of with his name, Hurricane. So yeah, anyways, he has a dynamite and binoculars. And then we have Dr. Kilroy, who was in that photo. So he's kind of like the dad from, you know, Indiana Jones. This is kind of a knockoff, but it's pretty funny. Then we have Sly Boots, which is the guy on the right. So he kind of just looks like your typical villain. He's actually named Sam Sinister, which is what this guy actually comes to be known as, but they're kind of figuring it out back in the day. On the left, that's the main villain. His name is Baron von Baron. So pretty cool looking minifig. There's actually a story with this guy. We'll get into that just later. There we have a typical skeleton. That's the Pharaoh's minions, so nothing too crazy there, but I do really like that skeleton minifig. And then on the left, that's obviously Pharaoh Hotep. So what's interesting is this guy actually tried to get the diamond, the Baron von Baron. And anyways, he was intercepted by him. He materialized and he found out it was the Pharaoh. The Pharaoh dragged him into the unknown. And then he told him a bunch of corny jokes until this guy went mad. So I thought that was hilarious. Honestly, it just, it's crazy all these little stories that go behind, you know, the background with Lego and whatnot. That's what I really like about all these older sets when Lego is kind of creating their own kind of little stories. But anyways, those are the minifigs. I think they did a fantastic job. There's nothing too crazy, no back face printing or back torso printing. But I love all the characters, all the designs are very different. And yeah, I just love their background. And I think they did a really good job. And even nowadays, I think that, you know, they kind of stand up to what we have nowadays. There's something to be said about those original looking minifigs, you know, the way they looked. And that's why it's called Old School Wednesdays, or part of the reason. Well guys, that's about gonna do it for the review. Honestly, I have to say this set, it met all the expectations that I had when I was a kid. I saw it once, I had a friend that had it, and I always wanted it, and honestly, it's just as good as it was when I remembered it being a kid. So anyways, great set, but let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like this set, do you not? And then also, if you guys have any suggestions for any sets you'd like me to do on Old School Wednesdays, I'll do it, or at least I'll see if I can do it. Within reason, right? But yeah, I'll take suggestions in if you guys have any sets you really want me to review. And again, the criteria is it has to be about 20 years old or older. I mean, I guess we could maybe do early 2000s, but that's as early or as early as we'll go. Yeah, and I also wanted to give a quick shout out to Build-A-Block. They're a bricklink store. Really great store. If you want any older sets, they're great to get them there. They're also really easy to deal with, so if you have any complications with your bricklink order, they're great to deal with. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but I just thought I'd give them a shout out just because, yeah, they're just great guys and they got a lot of good stuff. So check them out. There's a link in the description if you're interested. But yeah, thanks again for watching. If you liked the video, leave it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I love this set and I just wanted to share it. It's just a great set. But yeah, take care. I'll catch you on the next one.